All right, we're a couple of minutes ahead of schedule, but I'm not going to sit here for 2 minutes, so I thought I'd come live right about now. So, why, everyone? What's going on? Let's wait for a few people to get in. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. Hopefully, some people come in anyway. Well, we're Thursday, 10:30 p.m. Who we got? Jim Fitz. What's up? Just watched Adam Booth's interview for IFL. I haven't seen that one yet, bro. I haven't seen it yet. Jake Green, what's up? How are you? I hope everyone's going to be watching the event on Saturday. Going to be a good show. Very, very good show. Dare I say that a 8,000 capacity could actually be better than the O2 Arena next weekend. Maybe. Bro Zen, what's up? Oi, oi, Savaloy. Been a long time since you've done one of these. Yes, it has, AS. It's been a little while. I don't usually get like too much time. I kind of, you know what? It kind of like gets to a point in the evening where I'm just like, should I go live? And then I'll just conk out, just go to sleep. So, yeah, definitely been a while. So I hope everybody's well. Like I said, this isn't planned, literally just a last minute. So, are you all going to be watching on Saturday on Sky Sports? Or if you're going to the event, even better, watch Lewis Ritson against Paul Hyland Jr., Josh Kelly against Chris George, Charlie Edwards against Anthony Nelson, plus many, many others. What's a Jim? Oh, nice. Guess who's here? Hey, Niall. Yeah, I'll drop a comment on the IFL booth interview. I haven't seen it yet. Big shout out to Sveni. What's up, Joe? Lee Hughes. Hey, hey. Andy C. Hey, dude. I was gearing up to watch Question Time. Was you really? Well, I do apologise for that. Can't miss a bit of Question Time. And you all watched the football today? I heard that Russia beat Saudi Arabia. Was it 5-0 or something? Something like that. Uh, Ashley Jones, good interview earlier, Sporting. In future, I want to speak up a bit. Yeah, what it is, right? I was using the iPhone and I forgot until after like, the whole event. I'm like driving home and I'm listening to some of it back. And I'm thinking, hang on, I'm very quiet. I didn't have the mic switched on both sides, so this will be why. Who's going to win, White versus Parker? Well, hopefully White. Hopefully White. It's a very very good fight. Great undercard as well, with a huge fight set to be announced very soon as well. Don't know what it is. I'm presuming it's just a guess. Maybe Chisora versus Takam. Maybe, not sure. Or maybe a Miller versus Ortiz on the card. Who knows? Or sorry, Ortiz. I keep getting told off because I keep saying Ortiz rather than Ortiz. But hey, we'll be watching. Looks like a good card. Very good card, Jake. Very good card. The Assassin Enforcer. Looking forward to Dillian fight Parker. Yeah, it's going to be a great one. That one. Definitely going to be a good one. I'm not too sure if that's going to go the distance. Not at all. Oh, was it 3-0, Lee? Oh, okay, nice. Nice. Yeah, because I did look, there was about, what, 20 minutes left and it was 3-0. I did look because I was going to be covering some of the World Cup, wasn't I? But I actually forgot that the World Cup started today. So, yeah, Russia did. Well, hopefully tomorrow, Morocco, they play Iran, isn't it? So hopefully Morocco win that one. So my wife is Moroccan. So then obviously, hopefully England win the World Cup. But that ain't going to happen, is it? If only as good as football is at work, bombing Yemen, damn. Ramadan is over when Khan is back in the ring. Yeah, I think he's out. Is it is it October? Not sure. Not sure. What's your view on White versus Parker pay-per-view situation? Well, I'm okay with it, to be honest. I'm okay with it. I don't mind a pay-per-view. I think Dillian, he deserves a pay-per-view. I mean, that's just my opinion on it anyway. Again, as I've been watching since 3,000. I appreciate that. Really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Del Boys Boxing News. Everybody go subscribe to Del Boys Boxing News. Good interviews today. Looking forward to the Newcastle card. One of the better domestic cards for a while. I agree. I agree, mate. Yeah. Yeah, some real good fights on that one. I'm looking forward to Paul Highland Jr. and Lewis Ritson and Josh Kelly, Chris George. I've never watched Chris George fight, but I've heard he's meant to be pretty good. So yeah, Charlie Edwards against Anthony Nelson. That'd be a good fight. I think Charlie Edwards might just sneak that one. Who else we got? Oh, we have the return of Hosea Burton. Of course, he was born in Newcastle. He wasn't there today, but yeah. Eighth round for Dillian from Assassin Enforcer. Hmm, be nice. I'm expecting a bit of a war. Oh, it was 5-0. Okay, okay. I'll say I've seen it at 3-0, and there's about 20 minutes to go or 25 minutes to go. I forgot. So um, I'm sure my wife said something about 5-0. So I don't know. Ari Dino. Why, yeah, man. Ortiz, like a bit. What do you think about Spain? I didn't know they had, to be honest. I didn't know they had. My girl is Iran, mate, but Morocco have a good team. Wow. Yeah. Although I remember Morocco back in, was it 94 World Cup in America? They had Haji, Mustafa Haji on there. It was good. Never say never. England can win. Not Gareth Southgate, the manager they want. I still don't understand why they appointed him. Honestly, I just don't know. Lucas Brown wins by knockout round 4. Lucas Brown? I don't know that Lucas Brown had a fight. If you had to gamble, is it Joshua Povetkin next? I'll probably say yes, Povetkin next. I'll probably say yes, but I hope not. Coming to Taylor fight, yeah, Josh Taylor against Victor Postal. Very good fight. Looking forward to that one. This is the real balls to the wall, irons to the fire kind of thing for Josh Taylor on that one. I really like Josh Taylor. I think Parker will be too fast. Well, yeah, exactly. I hope not. I hope not. Ritson is pure. Yes, definitely. Would you agree? What's that? Yeah, yeah. Ritson's quality. Ritson's real quality. I was going to interview him today, but I kind of like got my interview with Eddie Hearn went on for a bit longer than I thought. So we'd agree. JW, what's up? Hopefully, I don't miss anybody in the chat. If I do apologize. Bad guy, see you. What's up? Red Glove Militant, what is up? A-side boxing community, what is up? We're in the building. Apparently, the quality of the football wasn't great, but I saw a couple of the goals were decent. Okay, obviously, any of the goals, I just checked up because my wife said that the World Cup started today. I'm like, how the hell do you know? You know what I mean? You don't like football, but yeah. I fancy Parker, but I hope White gets to win. Yeah, me too, man. Me too. Smash the like button and end up smashing my phone. Really? Don't do that, Red Glove Milton. Don't do that. Oh yeah, I've seen your video today. I didn't put a comment, but I've seen that you got to your 300 sub mark. So congratulations to Red Glove Militant. Everyone, go subscribe to Red Glove Militant. He's part of the A-side boxing community. Lewis Ritson can bang, certainly can, man. Certainly can. You know what? I haven't really spoken to Lewis Ritson too much. But since the first press conference, I've spoken to Paul Highland Jr. A couple of times. He's a real nice guy. Um, I've seen him yesterday at the open workout, and obviously today as well. So yeah, real quality guy though. Real quality guy. Kamal Raji, what's up? Boom, boom, boom. All good, man. All good. Thanks, Militant. Real good. Thank you very much. Been a bit of a busy day today. Be a bit busier tomorrow as well. I'm not too sure if I'll interview anyone tomorrow. I'm not sure. I have to wait and see. You know, I've got to sort out my black eye after Adam Booth punched me in the face today. So you know. So who? So well, let's compare it. Okay. Right, we've got this weekend's boxing is 10,000 arena, 8,000 sold, which was currently 3,000 more than they predicted. So we have Josh Kelly versus Chris George for the Commonwealth. We have Lewis Ritson versus Paul Harlan Jr. for the British lightweight. And if Lewis Ritson wins, he gets to keep the title. And it's 15-0 against 18-0. You've got Charlie Edwards versus Anthony Nelson, Afran Iqbal versus Salman Valili. And Jose Burns is going to be there. Ricky Burns is going to be on the card. Gavin McDonnell, of course, he's going to be on there. Going up against, oh God, his name is right there. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Right on the tip of my tongue. Forgotten. Paul somebody, I think. I don't know. But, right, so let's compare this card. And now let's quickly look at next week's card. You've got Anthony Yard versus Darius Sek. You've got, is it the main event? Roberto Garcia versus Martin Murray. O'Hara Davis against Josh Leather. Is Daniel Dubois? Yeah, Daniel Dubois against Tom Little. Which card is better? Oh, thanks, Kamal. Appreciate that. Yeah, dinner. I've got a ticket. I haven't quite cleared it with the wife yet, but I do have a ticket, yeah. Was it actually your face or the camera lens? Hmm? I don't know what you're on about there, man. Potential lunatic, what's that? Sport and icons is very informative. Well, I do try. I do try. I do get some things wrong, of course, from time to time. Sometimes I'm guilty of what I accuse others of, which is jump the gun. I kind of hear a story and go, blah, 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 do a video on it, and then kind of realize after that I didn't get the full story. So the, the unified chant with the women in the background. That your call card the other day would have been pay-per-view for Warren. That was a really good card, wasn't it? Yeah, with Okoli versus Watkins and that. Yeah, it was a real good card with Ted Cheeseman and that. Real good, real good. Josh Lever pulled out, did he? I didn't know that. Oh no. That was probably the only fight I was really looking forward to be honest. Callum John's upcoming fight with Better Biev. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, I think he's jumping in a bit too early, I have to be honest, because Better Biev is quality. If you haven't seen Better Biev fight, go watch a highlight somewhere on YouTube, you'll find it. Damn. Yeah. I mean, if Callum Johnson hits him, maybe. As in, hits him flush, the way that he did Buglioni. Yeah. Davis vs. Leather was cancelled. What's going on with Frank Warren cards? I really want to support Frank Warren, okay? You see, people call me a Matchroom fanboy. It's because they are producing what it is that I want. And I want Frank Warren to do the same. It's not that I dislike Frank Warren, just that he keeps letting me down. It's not him, he's just having a run of bad luck, I suppose. But Darius Zek, yeah, Darius Zek. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he did. Yeah, yeah. It was Adam Booth. He hit the camera lens. He didn't really hit me. But I'll get him back tomorrow when I see him. He's a dead man walking. Who the hell is Paul Kamana? I never heard of Paul Kamanga. But number 27 on box rate. Okay. Damn. What was that, Rosali? Bashed it again. Who else thought Nathan Gorman was the fight of the night? I like Nathan Gorman. And it's hard to believe that he's only 1 year older than Daniel Dubois. Yet people keep saying, give Daniel Dubois time, let him progress, and which I agree with. But Nathan Gorman is only 1 year older. But nobody really says it about Nathan Gorman, do they? A up, Dillian to win, definitely. I'm not sold on Dubois yet. Yeah, yeah. He's still a work in progress, no doubt. Could you get press passes for big events? Do you need a bigger following? I don't know. I mean, all I've got to do is just apply. But that wouldn't be a problem. Just that because the big events are in London usually, and like London is like what 5 hours from me. If there's no traffic, 5 hours. Because I went down there to see my family what, a week and a half ago. Because my son, he still lives down south, like with his mum, and I picked him up. And yeah, it's, it's a long old stretch. It's a long old stretch, really is. But I definitely need to do something about going to more events. That's for sure. I've got Gorman over Dubois right now. Me too, to be honest. I'm a believer in Dubois. You see, I always come across like I'm a Dubois detractor, but I'm not. It's just that he seems very stiff, very wooden at the minute. And he needs a bit of personality to become a superstar. You know, unfortunately, just doing in the ring isn't enough. Click the like button, people, please, if you haven't done so already. I've just remembered about it myself. When you leave your full-time job to become a full-time boxing media machine, well, first of all, I need the equipment because everything that I do, all the videos, all the interviews, everything that I do is always on the iPhone. Then I put it on the laptop, mess about with it, upload it. Brandon Cookie Shy. Well, you see, I've only seen him fight once, and that was against Kana Islam. But that's because I'm a big fan of Kana Islam. Kana Islam's quality, he's proper mustard. So, Melvin Evans, what's that? I like Dubois, but I'm not sure. Yeah, exactly, Mez. Exactly. That's kind of with me that I hope he's going to be the future. I hope. But as of right now, I'm not convinced. But, we'll have to see. AJ versus Wilder. Yeah, well, let's hope it happens. So Eddie Hearn is going to be sending the contract. Is it today or tomorrow? I forgot what he said now. Do you know what? Even though I did the interview, I've actually forgotten pretty much everything in it. So I do need to watch it back. Um, I hope it happens. I really do. And if it does happen, for me, because Joshua, he likes fighting taller opponents. If you see him against the likes of Brazil, Charles Martin, Vladimir Klitschko, and that as well, he hits them a lot easier. He's a bit more confident of throwing the right hand than what he is against the shorter guys like Taka and Parker. So I think against Wilder, because Wilder, even though he's awkward and he's rangy and he's totally unorthodox and very, very dangerous with the right hand, he's there to be hit. He does get hit by silly shots, and I think if he gets hit by a silly shot by Joshua, Joshua could finish him off. But likewise, if Wilder hits Joshua, I don't know. Don't know. Gorman versus Dubois, 50-50, yeah. Although, to be honest, I think I'll probably favour Nick Webb to be both Gorman and Dubois right now, to be fair. Did you used to box yourself? No, 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 no. No. You see, when I was a kid, my father, he used to always try and get me into physical combat. So he'd like take me to karate, boxing, like little bits like that. And while I liked the boxing and I didn't like the training. For me, I was always one of those. I used to like doing. It's like with the karate. I used to love doing the tournaments, but I didn't like the stretching, the exercising. But boxing is a lot more because they expect you to do so much workout without actually doing boxing, and as a kid, it put me off. So I actually concentrated on karate more than I did boxing. Which, yeah, man, just Josh Kelly, he's a real deal, man. He's a real deal. Joshua does hit very hard. Definitely does. Bruno. In terms of talent, who's more talented, Ritson or Kelly? I think Kelly. Burton Rams, what's up? Robinson, what's up? Original Bruno. Again, if I'm missing anybody's post, I do apologise. There's quite a few people coming in now. One is a netball captain, stop front. Yeah, that's true. Synchronized swimming. Like button on check. Well done, Kamal. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Max Stone, Webb underrated. He is. Actually, Nick Webb is fighting soon, actually. I forgot what day he's fighting. I'm actually sending him a message and get him on the channel, and we can talk about his next fight. Wilder needs to accept pretty soon, though, because AJ will start having to drop the belt. So Wilder, yeah, exactly. exactly. But I mean, it's like Eddie Hearn said, he doesn't have to sign to fight now. They can sign to make the fight after next. So if Wilder can go fight Brazil, Joshua fights Povetkin, and then they just fight each other. But for me, while I'm okay with that, if we can guarantee a win for both, what I don't want to happen is one of these guys losing and then we miss out on the fight. I don't want to miss out on the fight. That's just my only thing with it. Maybe AJ versus Wild St. James's. Oh, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? That'd be real nice. I'd love that. Who would you pick between Pretty Boy Floyd and current Lomachenko? Oh, Pretty Boy Floyd. I think I'll probably pick Lomachenko because Pretty Boy, he was more aggressive, and that suits Lomachenko. If you have Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, where he was more defensive and counterpunched a lot, I don't know. I may actually lean toward Floyd, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Good question, though. Fury versus Briggs would be fun to see. Yes, it would. I agree. I'd love to see that fight. Hopefully, it's next. But he said he wants a big guy, as in a tall. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get to see Tyson Fury versus Ustinov. But who knows? He was supposed to fight Gorman. I agree. Wilder versus Snoop Dogg. Who can smoke more? Big up Fraser Clark. Fraser Clark's quality. He's the real deal. I know that he wants to go to the Olympics, and then he'll turn pro. But for me, I think I don't know. I think Fraser Clark could make it a pro right now, to be honest. But you know what? He wants the Olympic gold, so why not? Good luck to him. Cowan, what's that? Luke Houghton. Do you think AJ will go to UFC? Nah, nah. I don't think he's good enough for that, to be honest. Ricardo G. What happens to Wilder when he loses to AJ? All that bragging. I think that depends on how Wilder loses. If he comes in there and puts on a real good fight, even in defeat, people will be happy to see a rematch or start supporting Wilder to see who it is that he fights next. But if he goes in there and gets blasted out in a round or two, people go, hype job, and nobody will want to see the rematch and all that kind of thing. So I don't know. It depends on his performance, to be honest. I mean, it's okay to lose, and that's how I say with Joshua as well. It's okay for him to lose as long as he doesn't get blasted out, and get embarrassed. So. JW Parker's not small. He doesn't fight big. He's 6'4". Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, to me, you and most people, the likes of Parker and what have you, are real big. They're like beasts. But you stick them in there with Joshua, Wilder, Tyson Fury, they look small, don't they? But it kind of goes to show how big Joshua and that is. White Miller would be amazing. I agree. I agree. Terry Dossel in the building. Thumbs up. That's it. Click thumbs up. Don't compare Loma and Floyd. Loma not better than Crawford. Wow. I wonder, do you think we'll ever see Loma versus Crawford at a catch weight? I wonder. Josh is a great talent. Looking forward to seeing him take over the welterweight division in the future. Yeah, yeah, that's it. And the one I asked him today, does he want to stay at welterweight or is he going to move up? You know, he tends to see himself as a future welterweight. So yeah, it'd be good to see him in there with the likes of Spence. Although I think by the time he's challenging for the world title, I think Spence would be looking at going to 154. So yeah, why not? He's got all the talent in the world. He really has. She's order from Argos. What's up? George Rodriguez. What's up? How are you, man? Hope you're well. What and did my bro DM you? Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I'll have a look. I don't know. Let's have a look. Officialsportingicons.com. Yeah, man. You know what? I always forget this, man. I always forget it. I've got a whole lot of messages here. Where's all this come from? check all them in a bit. No, I don't have anything for the DMs on Insta or anything like that. But yeah, we were chatting earlier though. Right, okay, so the chat's moving pretty fast. So Tyson Fury, what the hell was that? I'm glad I didn't pay for that. Yeah, that certainly wasn't a pay-per-view fight, was it? Certainly not. It's good that he's back though, and this fight went as I expected. I mean, I'm gonna start judging him from the next fight onwards. The first fight, because he's been out for so long and put on all that weight and all that kind of thing, I'm giving him a pass for that first one. But yeah, if that was pay-per-view, I'd be pissed. That's for sure. But there again, I wouldn't have paid for it. So. El Caxi, 1971. Hey, Icons. Hope you're good, mate. I am. Thank you very much. Hope you are too. Thank you. James Doherty. Josh Taylor is a great fighter. I hope Josh Kelly follows him. In the future, we can have two great champs. Agreed. Agreed. But is there like a lot of Josh and Joshuas? Although Josh is short for Joshua, isn't there? There's loads of them in boxing nowadays, isn't there? Loads of them. Tyson Fury to fight the neighbour next fight. As long as the neighbour is a legitimate heavyweight, I'm cool with it. No name. What's up? Okay, I've missed what you said up there about Hagler. Uh-huh. AA, good evening. What's up? So I think you guys are talking to each other for some of you. So I can't quite get if you're talking to me or each other. Is there a boxer in history in the sport of middleweight, light heavyweight, similar that could beat a peak Roy Jones Jr.? A peak. Hmm. You see, I always wanted to see him fight Chris Eubank. I was always interested in that one. I think maybe Kawasaki could, maybe, I don't know. Even in his prime, I don't know. Good question, that. Good question. Will Jones Jr. When he was at his top, on top of his game, he was untouchable. But unfortunately, when he got that disqualification, so ended up losing, things kind of went downhill a bit for him because he didn't have the O to protect no more. So live stream, you absolute madman. Hatsuya, I know. What's up? Triple G versus Canelo. Does Triple G need a knockout to guarantee a win? Definitely, Dino. Definitely. 100%. He's one of those. I don't like saying it because whenever Canelo is fighting, it's almost like I worry about the judges and the referee and that. Maybe I'm wrong on it. Maybe I'm just paranoid, but it does seem every time he fights, there seems to be a rogue scorecard, and it kind of annoys me, you know. But I like Tyson. I don't think he's got it anymore. Well, we'll have to wait and see on that one. Yeah, yeah. That's Ali Khan. Who do you think Eddie Hearn will announce? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. What you mean for DAZN? If it's for DAZN, I think Mikey Garcia is pretty much a cert, I think. But Mikey Garcia, he's fighting Robert Easter Jr., isn't it? July 28th, yeah. Yeah, so Mikey Garcia versus Robert Easter Jr., July 28th, the same day as White Parker. So I think after them, we may see Mikey Garcia. Dimitri Bivol, although he's got a fight coming up soon. So we could see him. Um, I think Chavez Jr., I think he's going to be one of them. That's just my feeling. Maybe a couple of fights from Gervonta Davis, but he'll still be promoted by Floyd Mayweather, so he won't be an Eddie Hearn fighter, but he'll fight on the show. Maybe the Charlos. He had a bit of a cheeky grin on him earlier. Dodgy with any De La Hoya fighter, yeah, Kiwi. Hey, Kiwi, hope you're well, man. Hope you're well. Would love to see Carl Froch versus George Groves 3. Yeah, that'd be good. Although for me, I wouldn't mind seeing even like a charity spar match for Carl Froch and Joe Calzaghe. I'd like to see them two settle it. Where's the bum squad? He's bumming. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. I think Tyson Fury is going to take another tin can knockover fight for his next fight, maybe. Shannon Briggs. Yeah, I heard something about Shannon Briggs can't get a license to fight in the UK. I don't know whether or not Tyson Fury was being serious when he said it or what. I don't know if there's truth to it or not. Would you pick? Who would you pick between Mike Garcia and Amir Khan at welterweight? Be a very good fight, wouldn't it? Both of them very, very fast hands. I think Mikey Garcia. Um, I don't know. I mean, I always want to support the British, but I know that whenever Khan gets hit, it's a worry. And maybe that's one of the exciting things about Amir Khan is that you kind of sit on your edge thinking, "Don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit," because he can beat anybody in points. But I think Mikey Garcia hits him flush. I don't know. It could be good night. Cole Froch versus Joe McLennan. Yeah, that would be a good one. Definitely a good one. I'm not too sure who I'd pick in that one, to be honest. Or a Carl Froch versus a prime Nigel Benn. That'd be a good one. I think you could take Tyson at the minute. Who's going to win the World Cup? Good question. Good question. I'd love to say England, but ain't going to happen. So probably Argentina, Germany, or Brazil. Povetkin is the one to watch out for. Go 12 rounds on full power. Povetkin is underrated, but his last two fights, he seemed to have slowed down just a little bit. But yeah, can't stay on his feet and avoid the KO who outboxes most at the lower weights. I agree. I agree, James. I agree. Peter Fury wants nothing to do with Tyson Fury. Yeah, I have noticed that. Yeah, as I said, I did hear something that something happened between them guys once before, but I don't know. Fury or Joshua? Well, again, I mean, you see, Tyson Fury said that he's ready to come back and take on Joshua now. He'd beat him now. I don't think so. As of right now, I don't think so. Let me go back there. Yeah, so I don't think as of right now, Tyson Fury holds a candle to Anthony Joshua. But given the right next couple of fights, if he can get back to how he was, um, Tyson Fury can definitely school him over 12 rounds. But I think Anthony Joshua could bang him and knock him out. So I'd like to see it. Cam Smith versus George Groves. Yeah. No, see, I picked George Groves to win the tournament, so I'm gonna have to stick with him. Although I'm very, very happy for Cam Smith to win. I love Cam Smith. I think he's a fantastic boxer, very underrated. I mean, for a very, very tall guy as well to make super middleweight. I don't know how he does it, to be honest. But Fury needs a few years, not a few fights, maybe. But the IBF order Pulev versus Miller. I heard that in the IBF, is it Dimitrenko next or something? I'm sure. Might be being from you, Kiwi. I don't know. I heard somebody say something about Pulev could be facing Dimitrenko next. Maybe it wasn't. I don't, I don't know. Maybe I imagined it. But yeah, I might have seen it. Although for Miller, I was going to ask Eddie Hearn today, but I totally got sidetracked. I want to see Miller take on Luis Ortiz. I want to see that one. And then the winner of them two fight the winner of White Parker. Anthony Joshua in the house. So, do you think Billy Joe Saunders is being wasted as a talent with the ancient Frank Warren? Yeah, yeah. But at the same time, Billy, he's quite happy. So if he's happy, then you know what? I wouldn't try and convince him to go to Eddie Hearn or anything like that. I mean, if he feels he's getting enough money, if he's getting the fights that he wants in the time that he wants them, yeah. But I do think if he was with Eddie Hearn, he'd be a superstar right now. Really do. Katie Taylor, yeah, yeah. I like Katie Taylor. Well, anybody heard anything about her dad? Duke Odium, what's up? Hope you're well. Fury wants to replace Dean White in the IBF rankings. I think Huey Fury needs another win. I don't want to see Huey Fury going back into title contention. I want to see him progress, which is what he should have been doing. That's what I want to see. Dimachenko's been dropped to 11. Oh, has he? Okay. Oh, okay. Did Dimitrenko lose some fight recently? I don't know. I don't. Actually, yeah, he did, didn't he? He did lose. Did he lose to Povetkin, or is that Rudenko? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think Pulev Miller be a good one. I'll probably favour Miller, to be fair. Officialsportingicons.com. Yeah, I haven't seen that Adam Booth one yet, so I don't know. Maybe it is. Which I want to get Adam Booth back tomorrow. I'm going to get him. How dare he? What situation with WBC and White? Well, they didn't get back to him. So Eddie Hearn, Dylan White has pretty much said to WBC, go do whatever you got to do. We're doing our own thing. So hence why the Parker fight's happening. You see, that's the thing with Dillian and Parker, that these guys will fight anybody. I mean, these guys agreed to a fight, what, within 24 hours, 48 hours? What kind of other fighters do that, you know? Really? I mean, it's quite simple. Eddie Hearn, David Higgins. Well, White, he's still looking for a fight. Parker's looking for a fight. They want to fight. Ed Dillian, do you want to fight Parker? Yeah. Parker, do you want to fight White? Yeah. Simple as that. How much are we getting paid? Excellent. Let's do that. Takan versus Chisora being added to the Parker White card. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, I heard that too. And I was meant to ask that to Eddie Hearn today, but yeah, I did forget. Be a good fight though. And to be fair, I'll probably favour Takam over Chisora, to be honest. But there again, you see, Chisora, he's good when he's up for a fight. If he's just going through the motions, he's not very good. But when he really gets his teeth stuck into it, he can really pull out performance. But Inoue versus Burnett, ooh, good one. Hopefully Burnett. Hopefully. Gabs, watching your stream. Thank you very much. Well, welcome. Click thumbs up while you're there, everybody. If you haven't done so already, or thumbs down if you don't like it. Whichever it is, your own choice. Either way, a thumbs down or a thumbs up helps the video. I like Chisora versus Takam for the White Park undercard. Definitely. Definitely. GPM TV. Ian Gibson. Tete Burnett. Mm. Some real good fights there. I mean, that World Boxing Super Series bantamweight. Again, you see, for people like me and Kiwi and like a few others, because we don't usually like watch the lower weights too much, but we are trying to learn about it. This World Boxing Super Series is helping a lot. It really is. So by the end of season two, with the bantamweights and you know, the light welterweights and whatever, we're going to be experts on this shit. You know what I mean? Why does he want Taka, not Joyce? Money. Or he's just scared of Joyce. I don't know what it is. I'd like to get my boy 6 to 11 into boxing. Where's the nearest boxing gym in Nottingham, and Derby? So if anybody lives in Nottingham, Derby area, let him know where some good boxing gyms are. Yeah, got Takam on points, but Del Boy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Be an interesting fight, though. Very, very interesting. As I said, if Chisora is up for it, he could make it a very good fight. Spence fighting on Saturday. I nearly forgot because promotion been so bad. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, Sam. Yeah, he's fighting is mandatory. You see, a lot of the Errol Spence fans who are looking forward to this fight with Errol Spence against his mandatory. These are the same people who said Kell Brook is cherry picking, he's avoiding. But this is the IBF. When the IBF put a mandatory on you, you have to fight them. So when Kell Brook was champion, he was fighting people that nobody wanted to see. It was because of the IBF, and now Errol Spence is going to go through the same thing. So I don't know if Usyk has potential to be good at heavyweight. I think he'll do well. I don't know if he'll ever become world champion though. I don't know, to be honest. Well, he could be because there are some weak links at heavyweight. Well, no, not weak links. That's unfair. There are some not so A class fighters. I think it's probably best to say that Usyk could get into, especially if all the belts get vacated at some point very soon. and maybe he could become a world champion. But I can't see Usyk beating Joshua or Wilder, or I mean, he could, he could. I wouldn't bet against him, but I'm not confident of it, to be honest. But yeah, Chidora says I will beat Takam. Well, I hope you do, man. Hope you do. Think Gassiev can beat Usyk? Ooh, bold prediction, that one. Gassiev, for me, I know he hasn't been for a lot of people because I'm not that clued up with cruiserweight. I've always said that. But for me, Gassiev has been like the sleeping giant of that tournament. I didn't expect to see him in the final, to be honest. But I I expected it to be Tortugas. So Wilder make cruiserweight. Oh my god. No, 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 no. You see, Wilder, I think he's got a better sense of humor than me and a lot of people give him credit for. I think he did that whole video about cruiserweight just so we can sit back and thinking, look at my sucker fans, they're going to take this serious and talk about it and make videos on it just to keep me in the news. So I want to say I want to be cruiserweight and I'm going to sit back and laugh. That's what I think it is. He did beat Joyce in the amateurs. Yeah, I remember that one. Was that in the final of some boxing series, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. You're absolutely right there, Sam. Absolutely right about Tortugas. Perhaps 2 or 3 years ago. I agree. I think I don't know. I mean, has that loss to Santa Cruz, has it affected him? I don't know. I don't know. But it is like Carl Frampton. It's either he's fighting the best of the best now, so it's not so easy for him anymore, or he seems to be getting into a war when he doesn't need to. I don't really know what's going on. Boxing Unknown, what's up? What do you make of Eddie's apparent signing of Bivol to DAZN? Well, I know Bivol's got a fight coming up, so if he does, he won't sign until after that fight. I'm not exactly sure what day Bivol's got some fight. I don't know if is it a mandatory or a unification. I forget what it is now. Oh, it's against oh crap, that guy that oh what's his name? Forgotten, forgotten. His name totally gone out of my head. Good fight though. Who said be top 10 if you moved up on skills alone? Maybe, maybe. I mean, I know you can't really count out the smaller guys. I mean, look at Parker. He became world champion. I still say Parker's smaller guy, 6'4". David Hay as well. He done well as a heavyweight, and so have many others. Mike Tyson. So do you think Yard will step up after he fights Sek? He better do. He better do, Jake, because I'm all in for giving people a pass, but it gets to a certain point where I'm not expecting Yard to go take on Kovalev and Beterbiev and whoever else. Okay, I'm not asking him to do that right now, but at the same time, he shouldn't be ranked so high. He's allowed Frank Warren to get him ranked. So if you're good enough to be ranked, then you're good enough to fight them, right? But clean up domestically. That's all I'm asking. Go fight um, Callum Johnson and whatever. But I mean, look at Joshua Boatsy. Okay, he's had what is it, 6 fights, and he's taking on Ricky Summers next. Why is Yard not doing it? Now, again, people say because he didn't have much of an amateur career. Well, again, that's his fault for turning pro, for letting Frank Warren pull him out of the amateurs too early, much like he's done with Danny Dubois. So, I don't really know about Warrington. Been an interesting fight though. I do like Josh Warrington. He's cool. All right, Kiwi, take it easy, bruv. Take it easy, man. Ashley Gray, up. I think I say about Usyk is you can walk through those fighters. Yeah, yeah. He does have a chin of granite, doesn't he? He really does. Michael the cruiserweight. Who'd you pick between Peak Frampton and Peak Riggindale? Ooh, I'd love to say Frampton, but I think Riggindale, to be fair. Well, I did hear, and I don't know whether it's true or not, that Frampton moved up to get away from Riggindale, the same as Scott Quigg. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. He's passed through limited rounds now, past few years. Said he don't want to get punched a lot. That's a worry. That is a worry. Definitely. Yard would go the cleverly route, fighting no one and fighting for a vacant WBO. Yeah, yeah, it could well be. I think I don't like these kind of fights that Yard's doing. I know they're good learning fights, but you can't go from fighting these guys to fighting for a world title. There's too much of a gap, and that's when you get exposed, and then you know your career starts to fall apart. He needs to move through the gears slowly but correctly. So take on Callum Johnson, take on Jose Burton, the winner of Ricky Summers and Joshua Boat. Fight these guys. But Warren taking these guys before. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. See, Frankie just wants to sign the fighters, but there's nothing wrong. I don't know whether it can be done. To be honest, I know it can be done in football. So if you have like a youth, you can sign them so they sign with you in 2 or 3 years' time. Do you know? I don't know whether you can do that with boxers. So you've got a boxer, he's currently an amateur. Say, for example, Fraser Clark right now. Okay, so Eddie Hearn could say, right, okay, so you're going to turn pro after the Rio Olympics in 2020. Okay, so when that's done, you sign with me. And you can have like a pre-contract. So there's no real reason for Daniel Dubois and Yardy to be pulled out of the amateurs so early. Or, well, if it can be worked that way. However, not, I made sense, but Ben Pano too. Yeah, yeah, that rematch. I mean, I like Conor Ben, but I think he lost that first fight. Got to be honest. Who do I think Khan's next opponent will be? Well, I would love it to be Adrian Broner, but I've got a feeling it ain't gonna be. You know? But I know we'll have to wait and see. Rigo's a beast who has no hunger for boxing no more. In Cuba, it's illegal to become a pro and make money from sport, so he spends half his life fighting for free. Really? Damn, damn, to know that. And the artist bringing Bernard Hopkins out of retirement. 70s Foreman beats Lewis. Maybe, maybe. But interesting one. I always liked George Foreman, and Lennox Lewis is my favourite ever heavyweight. Uh, you think Callum Johnson beats Betbiev? I'm not sure. I'm not convinced, MG. Not convinced at all. I think he's he's got that puncher's chance, but there's something about Betbiev that I kind of see him as almost invincible. I know he's not invincible. He's just a man or that kind of thing. But I don't know whether or not he can do it. I don't know. I'm favouring Betbiev to be honest. But big up for Callum Johnson for taking the fight, though. Sporting should take over Eddie's UK dealing when Eddie works in the States more. Yeah. Well, he's got Frank Smith, hasn't he? So, nah. Well, I think I'll be pretty good at matchmaking, though, putting on good fights. I think I'll be good at that. But there again, I suppose most boxing fans think like that, right? So, Boatsy has the amateur pedigree that he does. He does. But again, as I said, Yardi, even though he could be the future, and I hope he is, but right now, I just want him to take on domestic. That's all I want him to do. 15 fights in. Yes, he is still learning, but it's his fault he pulled out the amateurs. It's nobody else's fault. He didn't have to do it. Or I don't believe he had to. I don't know for a fact. Maybe some financial things were there which kind of made him do it. I don't know. But Weird degrees having a smoke break. Have fun. Bad guy loves 70s foreman. Bad mofo. Yard duck the fight. Yard's ducked lots of fights. You see, he talks about them. There's a fight. He was supposed to fight Ricky Summers once, right? He didn't do it. Joshua Boatsy offers him out. He doesn't do it. Callum Johnson offers him with the British title. Doesn't do it. Frank Buglioni says, "I'll fight you soon." Doesn't do it. Although to be fair, maybe the Buglioni thing, I don't know. Maybe Yardi was willing to take that one. Jose Burton's been offered. Yardi didn't take it. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know whether it's him or Frank Warren just doesn't want him fighting Eddie Hearn fighters. I don't know. Danny Gilroy, sorry, just joined. Has the fight been set for no? Oh, for Joshua Wilder? No, not yet. But now Canelo and Triple G are going to be fighting in September the 15th, which I believe Vegas, right? So that means they'll probably do the fight October or November time. But Eddie Hearn needs to sort that contract out, get it sent across, and Wilder needs to get it read, talk with his lawyers, solicitors, whatever, get it read out. Anything you're not happy with, go back to Eddie Hearn ASAP and get it done. Otherwise, Joshua's going to have to fight Povetkin or get stripped with the WBA. So, boxing and do you think Tyson? Oh, I don't know what Tyson's doing, to be honest. I'll say, for me, I'd like Tyson to take on Ustinov. I think that kind of level, I think Ustinov will be a good level. One that he could win quite comfortably, and somebody who would give him a few rounds. The talk about him fighting like Manuel Char for the WBA regular, he can't because Manuel Char has to fight Fraser Quendo, for who Fraser Quendo hasn't had a fight in, was it 3, 4 years now? But he has to fight him for the title because the WBA messed up for whatever reason. Um, but I don't know. Maybe what about Joe Joyce versus Tyson Fury? What about that one? Again, I've missed a lot of your comments. I do apologise. Didn't actually TKO his yard. Could well do. Could well do. I heard the only fighter that Customato warned Tyson to never fight was a big George Foreman. Was it really? I didn't know that. I don't know about that. Imagine David Tua fought 70s Foreman, 15 rounds, and beating the crap. David Tua, he come along at the wrong time when with the likes of Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Evander Holyfield, these kind of guys, Riddick Bowe. He come along at the wrong time because he's a quality fighter. He should have been world champion, but as I said, when you mix it with those guys, you're not going to do too much, Usman looks like Tyson Fury's twin. Yeah. Well, they were supposed to fight. Tyson Fury and Usman were supposed to fight, weren't they? When David Haye pulled out, wasn't it? Then he got replaced with Ustinov. But then something happened. Was it Tyson Fury's uncle? Did he die or something? And so the fight got cancelled on the day of the fight or the day before the fight, something like that. Prime Hagler versus Prime Triple G, both Iron Chin hard hitters. Who wins? I'm probably going to have to say Triple G purely because I think fighters nowadays are better conditioned. That's all I'm kind of thinking, but I don't know. I mean, Hagler was a beast though, so maybe it wouldn't surprise me if a Hagler was to beat Triple G though. Bad guy, the local legend, Warrington. Good old Josh Warrington. Actually, I haven't heard anything from him. On social media, you just get the odd post of him winning at Leeds at Ellen Road, winning that title. That's about it. Which I'm good with and I'm happy with. But you can have so much of a good thing. I don't know if that makes sense or it's unfair. It's like when Tony Bellew beat David Haye the first time round. That's all we ever heard from him. He didn't talk about anything else. And after a while, you're like, yeah, great. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's great. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did. But after a while, we're like, yeah, we know. Move on. Uh, but yeah, I do like Warrington now. Niles going with Hagler on that one. Good shout, Joyce versus Fury. Yeah, yeah. Although when Kugan Cassius asked Joe Joyce yesterday, "Would you fight Hughie Fury?" Joe Joyce, I don't know whether it's just the way that he is or whether he just how he looked, his mannerisms, but he didn't look comfortable when he was asked about Hughie Fury. He didn't look comfortable. You're gonna be singing the Blade and Races. No, I'm thinking about the Wild Hearts, Geordie Wonderland. Holyfield and Tyson never fought Tua. I reckon Tua could beat them both. Well, I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I mean Tua was a beast, man. He was an absolute beast. A very, very underrated fighter. I can't spell. Sport and Icons videos are the best. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. We all know Wilder won't sign a contract in time. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about. Bad guy was pissed they'll be lost. Well, see, I picked Selby to win. I thought the experience was going to win through. I thought he was coming across as overly confident, and I thought he's masking something. But no, 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 no. How wrong was I? On that night, he fought well. He fought very, very well. BJ Saunders will never be undisputed. Was promoted by Frank Warren. Put money if you sign with Matchroom and get a fight. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, because Frank Warren, he's unwilling to work with anybody Eddie Hearn related. Unwilling, which is a shame to be honest. But you know, yeah, Sam. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Joyce looked a bit like a little bit sheepish when Coogan asked him about Hughie Fury. He almost looked like I don't really want to fight him. I mean, I know they're friends, Joyce and Hughie Fury, because they do like a lot of sparring. So I don't know. But there again, Hughie Fury did say he didn't want to fight Joe Joyce anyway. So it's not like the fight's going to happen. Hit the like button, people. Definitely. Well, I haven't seen. Let me check. Let's see how many thumbs up we've got. I have to open up my phone for this one because I can't see it on the computer. Uh, here we go. Only 60. Click the thumbs up, peeps. Click the thumbs up. Uh, hey, I know for a fact Huey boxed his ears off in sparring. Did he really? It wouldn't surprise me, right? Because Huey is underrated. I know you see a lot of people will look at him thinking that he ran against Parker, but that was kind of the game plan. He just didn't throw enough punches, but he'll learn from that, and he will be a better fighter going forward. I'm sure of it. I've got every faith in Huey, every faith in him. Imagine if Warrington goes 50-0. Damn. Do you think he will? Do you think he could? There's Sam. I suppose, did you hear the IFL interview with Hearn? Do you think he signed any decent American fighters? Um, yeah, I mean, he didn't really say anything that I kind of didn't already know because with the Bivol situation, I kind of knew about that. Mikey Garcia, I knew about that. Um, I mean, I don't think he signed his marquee name yet. He hasn't signed the big one. He just signed some good who could be good one day. I think that's the kind of level he's on. I think Bivol could definitely be there. Charlo's possibly. So you have to wait and see. Mike Garcia versus Lomachenko. Yeah, be a good fight. Although Mike Garcia's got a very good fight with Robert Easter Jr. coming up, so that'll be interesting as well. And Lomachenko just had shoulder surgery, so he may take a bit of a tune-up fight next. I don't know. Warrior Chow, I've just fallen in love with it. Really? Boxing is me, what's up? Uh, Not insulting Wilder too much, I'm proud of you. Well, I can't really do anything, can I? You know, he said he's willing to take the fight. I'm not happy the fact that he took 4 weeks to reply. I'm not happy about that. But, you know, now it's up to him. Does he sign? Does he not? You know, and obviously, depending on what's in the contract, I don't know. So, according to Eddie Hearn, Wilder has accepted the fight for the UK. I think he's accepted it to be next, and he's accepted the money. And I've heard various rumors. Again, I forgot to ask today whether it was a percentage split or a flat fee. I don't know which one it is. So, but I'm leaning towards flat fee. That's what I'm leaning towards. But Hughie's a very good boxer. He's young. I'm not sure he bangs hard enough at world level, but who knows? Yeah, yeah. You are right there, box legends. You see, he took out Sam Sexton, but that's no big deal. You know, I mean, Sam Sexton's a good fighter. You know, don't get me wrong, but he was never going to be world class. So Pirog would have given anyone nightmares. Yeah, I was gutted that Pirog and Triple G didn't happen, and Pirog he pulled his back, didn't he? Which ended his career. Otherwise, we would have seen Pirog against Triple G. That would have been a real quality fight, as Pirog was the first guy to, well, stop Danny Jacobs, wasn't he? So $15 million flat fee, is that it? I thought it was more than that because the original one was 12 and a half. Well, actually, yeah, I suppose an extra 2.5 million, which is what he gets paid anyway, or more than what he gets paid anyway. So yeah, 15 million flat fee. Yeah. Yeah. But I thought Wild was asking for 20 million though. Uh, you just you need a proper mic. Yeah, well, you see, that's my phone. Yeah, I didn't have the sound because there's on my iPhone there's a mic at the front and the back, and I only had the back one turned on. That's why you can't hear me too well on the chats earlier. I speak lots of American box fans. The only thing Discern need to do is build the app in the States. People won't buy it purely for boxing. They want American sports, so maybe tomorrow be announced. Yeah, yeah. So that announcement tomorrow. Um, I know that they've joined up with the Italian Football League, but obviously football or soccer, I should say, isn't very popular in America. Yeah, yeah, it'll be interesting. Although it's going to be a lot of boxing content. I'm presuming they're going to have loads of old fights on there. Hopefully, not fights that you can just find on YouTube anyway. But we'll have to wait and see. It always concerns me when Team Wilder go on social media anytime they do. It's almost like it could create roadblocks in negotiations. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, we'd agree using the wrench. I have no idea what that was for, but I trust him. I say around 60 and 70 million. Yeah. You see, I heard that Wilder wanted 20 million. So, yeah, I think 60 and 70 million would be a fair cop for him, to be honest. It's a crap load of money. If not, he can go fight Brazil for one and a half, you know? $15 million. Is that the rumor, speculation, or some confirm? I haven't heard anybody confirm it. I don't know. I don't know. I've just heard it literally just here from people, but yeah. Yeah, exactly. He sat on the second offer for 4 weeks before he just decided to take it. I don't know. I don't know. It kind of strikes me as he's not that interested. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. People who say Golovkin ducked Ward have left me scratching my head. Well, yeah, because they're totally different weight classes. But ESPN confirmed it. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, Scottish John. Yeah, yeah. That's right. I noticed it myself. Like right afterwards, I was like, oh man. But because see, I was actually going to use just a voice recorder. So when I do videos, I just use voice recorder and I put it into the laptop, and then like I put in the vids that you guys see behind, like the images and that. But I was going to do that with the interviews today, and so I may actually do that unless I just go out and get like a new video camera or something. Then I have to wait and see. Hearn hasn't revealed the amount of new offer. He just said it's an improved offer. He says in the IFL video earlier. Okay, cool. Did you get Eddie Hearn's autograph on your chest? No, I didn't. Although plenty of people are asking for his autograph, though. Well, all the people there, the fighters, the trainers, Eddie Hearn, plenty of people getting autographs and that. I never thought about getting an autograph of any of them, to be honest. I honestly never thought about it. Yes, in Italy, they launched his own in Italy with a rise for Serie A. Hmm. Is Serie A, I mean, that used to be the league, didn't it? They used to be the top league, so all the best players in the world used to always want to go play for Juventus, AC Milan, etc. But since the Premier League took that boom, I don't know whether Serie A has fallen off or if it's still popular. I don't know. Brazil could beat Wilder. It must be a concern for Wilder. The Joshua offer could be his last chance for decent payday. Absolutely. I mean, I'd favour Wilder to beat Brazil, but it's heavyweight boxing. You just don't know, do you? I mean, while Brazil's there to be hit, if Wilder hits him, he's gone. But Brazil can bang, man. He can proper bang. At this stage, I say give Wilder 20 million. Would mean fight happens. Team Joshua just never did that. Yeah, yeah, I'll agree with that. How long are you streaming for? Well, I'm actually going to stop in a minute. I have to stop in a minute. I'm going to be up early. My son's got a school trip tomorrow, so I'm going to go take him to that, and then go do the weigh-in. Well, I don't know. Should I go to the weigh-in or should I not? I don't know. Don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Thanks, Gabs. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Noticing the point of autographs, just take a photo. It's 21st century. I suppose so, Sam. Yeah. Went to see Roma last year, half empty stadium. Really? Damn. Roma used to be a huge team with the likes of Francisco Totti and Gabriel Batistuta and that. Um, Man, falling from grace. Wilder got rocked by Molina. You know, that's the thing, you see. See, any heavyweight can be stopped. If they hit on the button, they'll go. So every fight that Joshua Wilder has now is a risk that we're never going to see this fight. Uh, Thanks, Shirley, bro. Thank you very much. I just wish I sorted out the mic. And you see, that's the thing with some of the interviews is that I felt a little bit rushed with some of them because obviously there's other people like it's like loitering around, and you pretty much grab whoever and interview them. So of course, there's quite a few people wanting to get pictures, have autographs, or have interviews with Eddie Hearn, and I felt like a little bit pressured. So I didn't feel too comfortable. Well, it'd be great to just get to do like a sit down interview that would, with like a no background noise. So remember, one is Russian, the other is Ukrainian. Well, yeah. Brazil is really pissed off with Wilder. Yeah, he is. He is. Although, really, I mean, I don't know the full story, but I'm kind of really shouldn't it be Brazil pissed off with Wilder's brother? Is it? I forgot his name now. Deontay Wilder's little brother. I don't know. Oh, Marcellus. There you go. Bring on the gimp. Marcellus Wilder. I think him and Brazil had the argument, and then Deontay Wilder got involved, plus loads of goons. So Brazil has every right, but at the same time, when you're in somebody else's town, don't go gobbing off, So weed rocking up late. Golazo. Yeah. See, back in the day, Serie A was the place to be. Then Chelsea got all that money and emptied the Italian league. Still think the United Arab Emirates isn't bad neutral country. I have no idea. Did I speak with Coogan? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Just real briefly, although he was a little bit rude, I think. There again, I don't really tell him who I was. Um, but there again, he doesn't really like other YouTube channels. For some reason, I kind of get the impression he doesn't like other people stepping onto what he considers his territory. I don't know. Or there again, he was trying to catch a train to go home, so I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, I wasn't there to speak to him anyway. So Marcellus, yeah, sporting icons. We should call you. I feel silly calling you sporting icons. That's him. Yeah, most people just call me icons. Call me icons. That's what my mum calls me. Icons. Marcellus hit a few times. Yeah, I still haven't seen that fight though. Or Marcellus Wilder, but I heard he just blasted him out. Typical Wilder style, just blasted him out. AJ versus Deontay and a Coley versus Wilder's brother. Ooh, cool. Good call, actually. That'd be good. Wilder be running from Brazil. I don't blame him. I mean, Brazil's a big lump, but I mean, Wilder should deal with him quite comfortably. Rihanna Wilder. Cool, you watching the stream. Thank you very much, Gabs. Well, I'm going to stop in a second. I've been on it quite a while. I need to go get a drink and get a little bit of kip. Ready for a big day tomorrow. Who wins, Ant or Deck? I'll probably go for Deck, to be fair. Stop the Pulp Fiction. Bad guy. That's the only other time I've ever heard the name Marcellus. I didn't know it was actually a real name. Coogan definitely thinks he's a boss in live competition. That's the kind of impression I get. But before today, though, like before I spoke to him, but I mean, he wouldn't see me as competition anyway. I mean, he's got the monopoly on the game. So, Oh, my son's hit Brazil. Did he really? Oh, there you go then. Damn. Did you wear your Sporting Icons? You know what? I did one ages ago, a Sporting Icons t-shirt, and the frigging thing faded in the wash. After one wash, it faded. So I'm never using that company again, ever. I do need to sort out, lad. I don't know. I really, really need to go on that one, get some hats and all that kind of stuff, and some Sporting Icons bikinis for the chicks. You know, Sporting, you and Coogan gloves are off. No, I mean, I'm sure Coogan's like a real cool guy. You know, Deck wins because Ant will be pissed. KSI is shit. I've never watched him, to be honest. I've never watched that KSI. Never watched him. I didn't even know about it until about a week or two after some kind of YouTube fight or whatever it was. I'd never heard of him. But, although I see my Birmingham fan pop in for a second there, but I totally missed what you said, bruv. KSI is cringe when he talks about boxing. The only thing I agree with him picking AJ over. Oh, is it? I say I still haven't watched him. Is he actually a boxing channel? Is he? He's like a boxing news channel. I don't know what he is. He sees everyone as competitions. A sport icon about to take over. Well, if he genuinely does, that's a bit of a shame, because I don't know. I don't know why you'd want to be the only one. I mean, for me, I would always encourage other YouTube channels. Go do your thing. Go do whatever you can. Make boxing popular. You know what I mean? Buy black t-shirts and white gloss paint. Yeah, yeah. I suppose that'll never fight. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I've done plenty of gloss. Yeah, and ruined many tops, many trousers, and it stays on the hands for days. It don't matter what you do, the thing ain't coming off. Terps and whatever, it just doesn't get it off. To the gloss is the bastard. Yeah, next bouncer, straight face, arms folded a lot. White Parker, 6 to 7 mil. I don't know how much they're getting actually. I don't know. Um, I imagine they'll probably get about a million or two each. I imagine. I don't know. Yeah, Gabs. You see, I used to stream a lot, about 2 or 3 times a week. I used to do it, but I kind of, because of like the school holidays come up. Obviously, my son he stays up like a little bit later, so I don't really get to do them. And then I've kind of got used to not doing them. So, but yeah, I will make more of an effort with that. And I mean, I did promise you guys because when I did that poll, um, actually, let me check the results of that poll real quick. All right, where are we? Right, community. Let's have a look. Okay, so that poll that I did, 6 days ago, so nearly a week ago, what playlist would you like me to cover soon? Boxing legend bios, Football World Cup, more interviews with fighters, live stream with call-in subscribers, and nothing, throw yourself off a bus. So the winner was more interviews with fighters. So I've done that today, and I'll continue to do that with 42% of the vote. Next one was boxing legends. Next one was a World Cup. And although more people voted for me to throw myself off a bridge than do live call-ins with subscribers. Not very nice, is it? 14% of people out of 900 votes want me to throw myself off a bridge. 14%. Hmm, not very nice, is it? It's a good thing I've got a sense of humour, isn't it? Produces Grander Grinch, does he? I don't know. I should check him out at some point. I've heard he's a very big channel, but I don't. Well, I've just never watched him. But I don't really watch too many channels, really. I've only got like a select few that I watch. Boxing Legends TV. I never watched Boxing Legend TV. I'm presuming that's the channel, isn't it? Well, hang on. Are they the ones? Didn't they used to do like loads of footage and bios of boxers and that, didn't they? I think. Hey, you're welcome. No worries, Pip. Well done. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Parker Lake with them body shots, yeah. Hopefully. I mean, Dillian's called a boy snatcher for a reason. Arsehole maniac. Oops, sorry, I just missed that one. People pay for AJ versus Melina. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I think Dillian deserves his pay-per-view. I've got to be honest. You didn't vote, Philip. You see, I don't know who if people actually see it. Do you know when I do like the polls? I don't know if people get notifications for it or if you get to see it or what. I don't really know how it works, to be honest. Yeah, Balili or Iqbal? I, I don't know. Didn't Valili? He's got one loss, isn't he? Didn't he lose to? Was it Bradis? Maris Bradis, wasn't it? I don't know. To be honest, that's a real tough fight. I'm gonna probably go with Valili, 49-51. So yeah. 300 card slots left. Oh, fair enough. Michelle definitely loves her job. Oh, that Michelle Joy Phelps, isn't it? Yeah. Yes, I like her. She's a nice girl. Fit as. Book. About Stamford Bridge. The old Chelsea. What's up, Oddlock Sports? Oh, mate, you're coming right at the very end. Sport. I got told to go to London, throw myself off London Bridge until I pointed out before I was in the USA. Oh, H-Town Boxing. Can't see White vs Parker being a 12-round snooze fest. I hope not. Nah, I don't think so. Because both of them do come to fight, especially Dillian. He's more come forward, so he's not really one for sitting back and running away. But Tarzan's fighting Terry the Fridge Lifter. If you don't see it as a pay-per-view, then don't buy it. Dillian has done good numbers already. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if people aren't happy with Dillian versus Parker pay-per-view, then just don't spend 20 quid. You know, I don't think White would catch Parker with clean enough shots to put him away. I think it goes distance. Oh, maybe that's from guitars for you. Could be right. MJP likes it deep and hard, does she? HA Shirley. Uh, SJL, what is up? What is up? See, I'm just about to turn it off. Loads of people coming in. What's going on? You're talking rubbish. uh, EK something fight news. Mad talking mad shit about. Is he? Who's EK fight news? Who the hell's that? Never heard of him. Her, whatever. That's right. He or she wouldn't be the first channel or whatever. I presume it's a channel to talk about me. A lot of people do. Let them get on with it. Let them get on with it. You know. Uh, Galahad wants Michelle's monkey. Damn. I wouldn't be surprised if Fury fought McGregor next after Safari Fast. Gotta love sport and icons. Curse the boxing for his own ego. So many racist channels. There is a lot of racist channels. Yeah, there is. See, some people can't leave the past as the past because the past with boxing and racism went hand in hand many moons ago. But now people can't differentiate that it's now changed. So it's unfortunate that people have this narrow-minded view on things. But you know what? That is what it is. We'll see a better Parker. Both can produce KOs. Well, yeah, could well be. I was the first Winco on the first IFL video. What did Beyonce's team say in response to a fight against Klitschko after 33rd fight? He's still not ready. He's still a baby. That's exactly what he said. Yeah, he's still a prospect. He needs a couple of fights at Alabama. EK fight news. He's a complete bastard. I've never watched him. I don't know who he is. Never heard of him. I'm presuming it's a YouTuber, is it? I don't know. Or is it a Twitter guy? I've no idea. Shut up, Shirley. I was the first one. Get out here. I've got the spanner. He still died at the Tampons boxing NASCAR video. Yeah, yeah. See, I don't actually like doing those videos. I don't like doing response videos, but sometimes, you kind of have to. And to be fair, I don't actually have a problem with them, really. It's just that, if you kind of mention me enough, I'm gonna snap. So, oh, fat apples. Oh, mate. Yeah, I'm just about to shoot off. But thanks for coming in anyway. Click the thumbs up way there. Just look at the Jack Johnson case. Yeah, man. Exactly. Exactly. Now, the past, as I say, boxing and racism went hand in hand for a long time. Obviously, Jack Johnson being very, very top of that. And then it kind of like went through the Muhammad Ali period and probably up to like the mid 80s. But then after then, it tended to die down. But some people just can't let it go. They can't see boxing without seeing racism. They can't let it go. So, whereas today, I don't really know what kind of racism. I mean, do black fighters get paid less than white fighters? I mean, I don't think so. Or do Asian fighters get paid more than white fighters and more than black fighters? I don't think so. I think you get paid for your worth, don't you? But anyway, I don't know. Thoughts on Porter versus Garcia? Good fight. Good fight. I think I'm probably going to edge it to Porter, to be honest. I think I'm very few at saying that. But yeah, I think I'm just going to edge it towards Porter. I think Porter is the kind of style that Garcia don't like because Garcia he seems like he hasn't been too keen on the idea of it all. But yeah, how come it's been a while since the last chat? I don't know. I think because of the school holidays, like whenever the kids are off school, I can't do it too much because my little lad just doesn't want to go to bed. So I kind of got used to not doing it. And each time when I am actually free to do it, I just kind of like sit there and then I end up falling asleep. So yeah, E King and Fanon. Yeah, see again, I don't watch them, Josh. Don't watch them. The NASCAR was funny. Oh, thanks, Sherry. Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate it. Niall Daniel needs a wrench. That's my dude. Wrench gang, wrench gang. Yeah, man. No problem. Okay. Well, right before I go off, let me get on that then, real quick. Let me get him. What the hell? Stop moving around. Uh, duh, 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 duh. How does moderator? There we go. Hopefully that works. Right, everybody. I'm going to shoot off. So, Daryl, your Geordie accent come out in the interview Josh kept. Do you know what it is, right? It's like I can't say Sunderland because my mum and dad obviously grew up in the northeast and Sunderland and that in general. So of course I'm always hearing Sunderland, Sunderland, and like when I heard it back, I'm like, hang on a minute, what's going on? I'm saying Sunderland the same way they are. I never realised it for that, but yeah. But of course, when you're surrounded by northeast people all the time, because Geordie used to be my accent when I was a kid, it kind of like little bits come out here and there, and I actually try and stop it. When I do my regular videos, I forcibly try to make sure I don't do it. Talking like a bit of a London accent, mate. All right, governor. Yeah. Have you interviewed Eddie? Yes, asked Dominic Manic. Yeah, I interviewed him today. The video's up. Although, you see, I had it all, and it was all ready to be uploaded around about 3 o'clock, and my computer just went, right, we're doing an update. And it lasted a good 5 hours. I swear. Well, 5 hours. It seemed like 5 hours. It's probably about 3 hours to be fair, but yeah, so it just wouldn't let me upload it. But yeah, it's uploaded now, so go check it out. I did interview Apples and Pears. I did. Thanks very much, Jake. Thank you very much. Boxing is me. We'd agree put me in a timeout because I'm black. He wouldn't do that. He's a good lad, man. Blood in, blood out. Did you call him Joshua Kelly? Yeah, I did. Right, because on his shirts and all his advertisements, he's always calls himself Joshua. But yeah, it's only on the official advertisement it says Josh Kelly. So I was like, right, okay, so Joshua. I was calling him Joshua. I mean, that's his name. To Josh for sure, isn't it? I love Muff Dive. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. No, I never think about super chat. Never ever think about it. But I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. And I also love to Muff Dive. No problem. Appreciate it. Thanks very much. No, yes, Philip, I will. I will. I will try and stream more. That's for sure. Love you, Sport, and love you, Niall. Thanks, Internet Gangster. I don't know what's going on with something. I don't know. I think I've missed some of the, uh, the chat. What's going on there? I think I've missed something of what happened. I'm catching the tail end of some of it. Too many Josh and Joshua's. Yeah, there is Jonathan. Yeah, yeah, there is. There's so many of them nowadays. It really is. Hey, Mr. Bassy, what's up? Boxing's me going on the weed. uh, no muff, too tough. We dive at 5. Nice, nice. Yes, I definitely will. I will be doing a lot more live. I need to get onto it, don't I? I mean, I did promise you guys a lot more live streams and a lot more interviews with fighters. So yeah, I do appreciate it all, everybody. So thank you very much for popping in. I have no idea how long this has been going on for. How long have we been chatting for? I can't even see. Let me have a check. It's gonna be a good about hour and a half, isn't it? Yeah, about an hour and a half. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate everybody popping in. Click that thumbs up, of course, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. I'm going to try and go to the weigh-in tomorrow in Newcastle if I can. If I can, I'll try and get some footage for you, upload it for you, and of course get back to the regular videos as well. So I said thank you very much for all your support. Uh, we're not far off 15,000 subs now, actually. We're not far off it. So let's see if we can get to 15,000 before the end of the year, shall we? Right. So anyway, thank you everybody. I appreciate you coming in, and I shall catch you all very soon. Sporting icons. Good night.